Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 52, right 52. Hey, here we go. Switch. Rush in. Go.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 43. Hey, check.
2nd down, Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Third down. Here's Haskins. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Geis, there's a nice move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hey, Alabama. I'm coming after you. When he hit. Took his mark.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mike's 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Here's Haskins. Pass incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From midfield now, Haskins. His throw incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action, now it's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To throw is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Wait 20. Check down, check me out. 72. Hey, check. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. Being chased out left. Got his man, that's Harry. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
You got three down.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 3rd down gain of 19. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jamie Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On the ground, Michelle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10 And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Check it, reload! Sugar!
Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, go 66. Check it, reload!
To throw again. Brady trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Josh Gordon. Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
New England on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit. 380, hit, rip.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Julian Edelman. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And it's Michel once again. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 50, Mike 3.
Now Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and get it with Geis, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Let's get it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Haskins, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, it's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Hey, 66. 4 down. 50's the mark. Easy.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady, and this is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Ozzy! Switches the mic. Switches the mic. Hey, Zoo! Let's go, D! Spot! No!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 9.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Under 10.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Haskins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the 31, Haskins able to find his running back, Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. By Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Geis. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.